You're listening to Adoptees On. I'm Haley Radke. Hey, you thought that you were going to hear an episode today, and this is not an episode. I am coming to just let you know I am going to take an unexpected 2-week break from show production because we lost our family dog. I mean, she died. Even coming to tell you that, I felt embarrassed because if you aren't a dog person or a pet person, you might be like, really? Your dog died and so you can't make the show? So I admit it is hard to come to you and tell you that. But when I posted about it on social media to a couple of spots, I think I shared on my private Instagram and Facebook, but so many people were so kind and loving and shared so many nice things with me that I felt a little safer coming to say that this has hit me in a extremely hard and unexpected way. The news is I'll be back in May 13th with a new episode. The rest of this is going to just be hard talk about dog loss. So if you're like, if you got what you needed is the date, then be well and thank you. We had to put our 16-year-old dog down, and she was getting quite sick. She was elderly. She was slow. She couldn't do stairs anymore. She had cataracts, so she could barely see. She was having seizures. I mean, this was a old dog, and I knew this was coming. We talked about it with our kids sometimes, and I told them, Lucy is going to probably die soon, and I don't know how much longer Lucy will live. And I mean, we shared all those things. So I have literally been talking about it for multiple years with them. And so in turn, myself, like I thought I was telling myself that. But when it came time, I took her. It was horrendous. And then I have been grieving so hard and not functioning like as a human, which was extremely unexpected. I told my husband, I was like, I don't know if I could name more than 5 humans that if they died, I would react like this. Besides you and the kids and, a couple of my bestest people. I'm going to cry just talking about it again. She was my companion for 16 years, which is not quite half my life, but the majority of my adult life. And, she recorded every single episode of this show by my feet with me. You probably heard her at some point coughing or barking that maybe my wizard editor didn't get out. But I mean, truly, she was with me more than anyone, longer than my children. And as an adopted person, it's hit me so hard because our pets love us unconditionally and they don't ask for anything in return. And as someone who's experienced the literal worst rejection, which many of us can, identify with, your very own mother did not take care of you once you were born. It's so healing to have a creature that loves you and comforts and cares. And she wasn't really a snuggly dog by any means. She wanted to be near, but not touching. She liked getting, pets or whatever, but it was just like a presence nearby. So, one of the hardest days was the first day where my kids went back to school and my husband went to work, and it was just me by myself, like a big baby. I was like, not good because I kept looking for her. Like, surely she's just in the next room and she's stuck on the couch and she needs to get moved, because she couldn't jump up or down anymore in the last couple years. And nope, it's just me. So to be kind to myself, I decided to do a 2-week break. And I said at the beginning, I'm a little bit embarrassed to come and to even tell you that because if you don't have a pet or you haven't lost someone lately, like you'd be like, really, Haley? Like, couldn't you just get it together? Like, truly? No, I couldn't. I couldn't. And this was doing my best. This was my best decision to take good care of me. So I hope I am both modeling for you what unexpected grief could look like, even from a loss of a dog, to, I don't want to minimize that. Because it's, oh gosh, our pets just can be so dear. Like little family members, really. But also to say, can we give ourselves permission to just take a little break when we need it? I think so. So I'm fortunate that I can do that. I'm fortunate that I can just press pause here and just kind of do the bare minimum, just letting you all know this, getting this episode up real quick so you know that, you won't see me for 2 weeks. And then that's kind of it. That's all I needed to tell you. So thank you for your kind thoughts towards me and my family, and also parenting kids through loss. This is my first time, and their responses have, I won't share it for their privacy, but managing those things has been challenging too as a mom. And so all the things at once. So thank you for your thoughts. Thank you for understanding. And I will be back on May 13th with a new episode of Adoptees On that you are really going to enjoy. And in the meantime, we're just highlighting 2 different episodes on grief for you that we did with Janet Nordine all the way back. I gotta scroll way back to the 80s. So I'm not going to rebroadcast them per se here, but if you want to go back and listen to 81 or 83, it's a thoughtful discussion on grief and what that can look like for us. And we thought that would be helpful for you too, if that's something that you have been thinking about lately or have experienced lately. So thank you. Let's talk again very soon.